talk about the Maratha Empire, but firstly its government. The Maratha Empire was located in the southwest of present-day India. The rule was from 1674 to 1818, and the empire extended its territories and covered much of South Asia. The founder of the Maratha Empire was Shivaji Bhosale. The empire expanded greatly under the rule of the Peshwas. The way they chose the Peshwas was through the proof of courage and marksmanship of a specific individual. So, talking about the government structure, Peshwas are the best examples where they are called untouchables, and the lower caste groups experienced horrible form of social humiliations to carry broomsticks on their backs and earthen pot hungs on their necks when they release their spit.
Now we'll talk about technology. Innovations during the Marathi Empire were mostly focused on architecture, war, or conquest. They had a multitude of weapons ranging from long swords to bows to cannons.
They also designed well-defended forts, innovated ways for the forts to be well supplied with water and other supplies. But what's most notable is their innovations on the water. The Maratha are notable for being the first in India to introduce blue water navy, which is naval ships which operate on deep open waters. One of the most notable ships was a Pau, which was a three-masted warship with cannons on the sides. On land, however, Marathas mostly travelled on horseback, carriage or foot. Royalty or the rich were carried on palanquins.
Religion. People in the Marathas empires are Hindus. Ganesh is the most popular deity among Hindus, then followed by Krishna. They also worship the Shiva family deities such as Shankar and Parvati. Marathas worship the god Shiva and his consort Parvati as Devi or the mother goddess. They visit places of Hindu pilgrimage such as Pandharpur. Marathas believe in witchcraft, the evil eyes, and in ghosts. Puja Thali maintain an auspicious rule. Puja Thali is basically a tray of metal and is round or oval in shape with a little engraving. Turmeric paste, unbroken rice grain, incense stick, coconut, flowers, Indian sweets for prasad, and holy water must be in the Puja Thali. And cycle 3 times clockwise on another person, which is believed to get rid of the evil eyes. Ceremonies. The life cycle ceremonies are regularly celebrated by the Marathas the day after delivery. First hair cutting, an elaborated 24-step marriage ceremony, of which the installation of the diva is the most important rite, and the death ceremonies that follow the same rite as Brahman funeral. There are family ceremony, caste ceremony, and village ceremonies. They can be as simple lighting a flame before a deity or as complex as an initiation ceremony for young Brahmin with music, chants, recitations, and offering that last for hours.
So I'm going to be talking about architecture. The movie Bajirao Mastani highlights a fair few historical buildings during that era. 3 in particular, Shaniwar Vada, Ayana Mahal, and Mastani Mahal. So starting with Shaniwar Vada, it was built in 1732 by a Rajasthani contractor called Kumar. It was built to be a capital building for Peshwas of the Marathi Empire. It's noted for its Mughal influence because when you walk in, you see a lot of beautiful flower patterns and sculpted beams carved out of wood, whereas in Mughal architecture, these same beams will be built in marble or limestone. The unique thing about Shaniwar Vada is it has 5 darwaja. Darwaja, when you translate in English, is doors. The first door is the Dilli Darwaja. It's the main entrance, and it's called the Dilli Darwaja is because it's built in the direction of Delhi. You have the Mastani Darwaja, which is a darwaja that was used by Mastani exclusively, which was coming in and out of the complex. You've got the Khirki Darwaja, the Ganesh Darwaja, and the Jambul or Narayan Darwaja. Then we have the Ayana Mahal, which is a 2-story building consisting of a darbar hall, which is like the main hall, a hall of mirrors and suites belonging to members of the royal family. It is noted for its European influence. Now when you translate the word Ayana into English, it means mirror. So it's no surprise that the Hall of Mirrors is the prime attraction. Now the walls of the Hall of Mirrors consist of white marble covered with mirrors and gilded ornaments. The floor is laid out with tiles, and above it there's a podium surrounded by a chain of fountains. It also has a huge chandelier made out of Venetian glass just to add to its grandeur. And lastly, the Mastani Mahal. Now, judging by the name of this place, you know who it belonged to. Yes, Bajirao did build the Mahali Mahal for Mastani in 1734. According to history, Mastani did live in the Shaniwar Wada for a short period of time, but due to his family's refusal of accepting Mastani, she moved into the Mastani Mahal. Though it no longer stands today, in its place stands a Peshwa-era temple. However, a museum in Pune houses an exact replica of the Mastani Mahal, including the musical instruments she played and the mirrors, where the borders of the mirrors are decorated true to its time.
Another aspect in culture is the greeting, which is known as Namaste. There are 3 syllables in this word. The first one in Nama, it means bow. As is the grammatical case of the alphabet I, and Te, which is rendered into English as you. Namaste basically translates to I bow to you. In ancient India, it was used to show respect when you are greeting someone. The effect of that old tradition still influences the way Namaste is used in contemporary India. Mostly, this way of greeting is used by the children and young people to those who greet the elders. It's rare to find an old person who will greet a child with Namaste.
Every time a Peshwa is appointed, a coronation ceremony will be held. Women throw flowers to the Peshwa in an act of respect, with the hope that they will be blessed with luck and prosperity. Peshwa and the others will then bow to the Ganesh as an act of respect. Ministers and advisors will then bow to the newly appointed Peshwa as an act of acknowledgement to the new rule. Peshwa will then sit on a throne and he will make a blood sacrifice to show his commitment to his newly appointed role.
Tumcha Dewa Shu Aso.